I think one of the important things of collecting to remember is that a 2-star work by a 5-star artist is worth considerably less than a 5-star work by a 2-star artist. And there's some instances here, and we've put them specifically on the wall to actually point them out. So you don't need 2 million or 4 million or whatever it is to own an enjoyable, recognized work of art. In fact, 50 or 70 or 80,000 is also going to do it. Don't be blinded by the value, but rather look at the quality and other aspects of the work you'd be buying. I'd perhaps just like to touch on other aspects of the sale. The Amadlozi Group. Art, it's probably changed with younger people making more money than they did in my time, even before. But generally speaking, people held a work of art for roughly 27 years. That was your period you bought. You bought a work of art in your early 40s, you paid off the bond on your house, the children's education was well on stream, you were beginning to earn a respectable salary. In fact, your position required that you had 1 or 2 reasonably decent paintings, at least above the mantelpiece. And you bought pictures. And you kept them. And that's the wonderful thing about investing in art. And I use the word investing in a very broad term. The secret of why art, and if one takes it a bit further, in fact books have proved such an exceptional investment, is that most people have not bought them to trade. They've bought them to keep. So they hold them tightly for a long period of time. And on average that period of time was 27 years. I haven't seen any recent statistic, but I have reason to believe it might be longer. We're all living a bit longer and we all start making money a bit earlier, so perhaps it could be longer. But roughly it's 27 years. And you can watch the art market. It goes in roughly those cycles. You have periods where there's a rush of, say, Van Gog's on the market, and you work it back, and it works back to that time when Van Gogh was exhibiting and active and they were being traded. It goes, and then they appear at auction, they appear in dealers, and it comes in another 55 years or whatever, 57 years later, they're back again. And it definitely goes in that cycle. And one of the aspects is that the people who bought in those periods had access to buy the best, because they were there when the artist was producing it. So out of the nature of things, they had the best choice. And you'll find that, given that period, they come back onto the market. And that's what we're now experiencing with the Amadlozi Group. The Eduardo Villas, whatever the case might be, they're back into the market. To a certain extent, money flushes out art too. You get a big price for an artist, you'll be surprised how many people decide it doesn't look as nice as they thought it was, and they'd rather have the money of the one they have at home. That also happens. But it's a question of cycles. And that accounts possibly, I believe, for the large number of works, the Amadlozi Group now coming, or relatively large, coming onto the market. And for the new collector, this is now the opportunity to be buying, because the choice is going to dissipate. For a while you're not going to, or within a short time, you're not going to be getting the same opportunities as what there are now.